Hello and welcome. Today we are going to be unboxing and reviewing the S.H Figuarts First Order Executioner Trooper from The Last Jedi. So I do want to start off by saying that I did not like this movie at all. It really wasn't good at all, but I do love the Trooper design. He looks awesome. Not to mention, for an S.H Figuarts figure, he's pretty cheap. He's around $35, and he does come with a lot of accessories. This will be the first S.H Figuarts Trooper I've had, so I'm really excited to open him up. So without further ado, let's just get him open. Also, I just want to say during the unboxing portion that I do apologize for the lack of stop motions on this channel. I feel like I'm a review channel now, but I promise there is one that is going to be coming soon. So hopefully I can get that uploaded soon. I'm working on it, so I think you guys will like it a lot. Okay, so before we look at the figure, obviously we gotta look at the box first. Here's the front of the box, bottom, nothing interesting. Here is the right side of the box, nothing interesting. The back side has some pretty cool poses you can put the figure into and all the accessories, which is a good amount. And this side of the box just has another picture of the figure. And obviously it comes with a little instruction manual, but we don't need that. And here is the Trooper, getting out of the plastic. He's really shiny. Wow. Okay. So before we look at the figure, I want to get him out without damaging him. Okay. Oh, he's really shiny. Before we look at the figure, we're going to look at the accessories first. So everything that he comes with. Alrighty, now that when it comes to accessories, we can see what he comes with. So starting off, he does come with the staff. We're just going to pour everything out here. Okay, so now to take a look at what he comes with. So starting off, he does come with his staff. Let's move the lights here so you can get a better look. He does come with his staff. Looks nice. It's got like this metallic color to it. And moving right into the other piece of the staff, it comes with this, I don't know what you call this, like when the staff is activated basically. So I think you're just going to take this part off. There you go, it just pops off nicely. And then there's going to be a little peg here. And with that, you're just going to attach this part on. Simple enough. You have the activated part. Now looking at the hands, let's just grab all the hands here. Okay. Now looking at the hands, he comes with, I think this is a gun holding hand here, a blaster holding hand. He comes with that was the left blaster holding hand. He comes with another blaster holding hand. The paint on these is also really nice, especially for such a cheaper figure with so many accessories. He comes with one kind of open hand. Kind of use this when he's holding the staff, not for gripping the staff, but kind of like supporting it. He comes with a gripping hand for the staff. Sorry, I won't focus. Okay. Another supporting hand for the right, and he also comes with another gripping hand. And now looking at the blasters, it comes with actually 3 blasters. So there is one without pegs on the side, one for him holding, and on the figure, out of the packaging, he actually does come with another blaster. It's pegged in. You can take it off and have him hold it. It's just you have to see the 2 pegs sticking out of the sides. And we have this blaster. Looks really nice, and it's got the foldable, like, what do you call it, like front grip. But that is all of the accessories, which is actually quite a bit for a cheaper figure. And now we're gonna go look at the figure itself. Alrighty, it's figure time now. Finally time to look at the figure. My first impression of this figure is that he is very, very, very shiny. There's no really matte finishes on him except for this black plastic here. But something I don't like about the black paint on here is that there are like different finishes. Like the shoulder, there's like more of a matte than compared to like the eye area here. That's definitely more shiny. I can't, like the stripe on the head is definitely a bit different than the shoulder finish. I don't know if you can see on camera. It's definitely, you can definitely see on camera the eye and the shoulder difference with the finish. It's not too noticeable at a glance, it's just I don't really like that. Second thing I noticed, this isn't necessarily a bad thing, but the plastic, it feels really different than like your average SH figure. It's I don't want to say cheaper feeling because it's not cheaper feeling. It's a lot lighter. It almost feels like a model kit in weight. It's kind of light. I don't know if it's just because it's a tiny bit smaller figure, but I definitely think it's the plastic that's causing that. Trying to think what else. Not loose. Okay, I don't want to say he's loose, but I feel like some joints, like the shoulder here, it's definitely not as tight as it should be. Or the this knee, for example, it's really easy to move. Nothing's loose, definitely nothing's loose. I just think some things could be tighter, but I mean, I can't really judge it too much. It was a pretty cheap figure, and it does look really nice. And also the articulation is great. So speaking of articulation, let's just move on to that. So head looking up, it's pretty good. Down, pretty good. Side to side, really good. It's like overall, any posing you want to get with the head, you're gonna get it. Looks good. Moving on to the arms, so moving them up, this piece is attached to the shoulder here. So moving up works just fine. All the way around. No butterfly joint, which sucks, dude. I really wanted a butterfly joint on this. It would be so much easier to have him in like staff holding positions with a butterfly joint. Yeah, there's like nothing there to move the arm out. It's definitely not a deal breaker, it's just I would have preferred to have that. There's a bicep swivel, and this is nice. There is a forearm swivel. That's really nice. Wrist articulation is an average SH Figuarts wrist. Why can't I get it to move? Okay. And it pops out. It doesn't matter. Okay. Average SHF wrist articulation there. Torso is really, I was really surprised by the torso. Look at this down. Let's just start off by using the top. Not even the waist, just the top. Look at that. Goes down really nicely. Back, a bit of gappage here. If we're using both the waist and the torso, we can get really far down. Definitely some gappage in the back, but you're probably not going to look at that. And if we're using both the waist and the torso, he can go back really far. It's really good articulation. Good side to side. So you're going to get everything you want with the torso. It's really, I was definitely surprised. I wasn't expecting a Stormtrooper to have that much articulation. Oh, forgot to show the elbow bend. It's past 90. It's pretty good. Moving on to the hips, just to make sure that anything in the belt doesn't mess up the articulation. All these are on hinges, which is nice. So they all move up. This one's kind of loose though, like fall down on its own. It doesn't really matter though. So going out to the side, let's move these up. It's pretty good. You have a thigh swivel. Thigh swivel. You have a knee bend. Doesn't go too far, not as far as I would want it to. But yeah, it works. It's fine. Then you have the foot. It's gonna go. That is super. Oh, or maybe I guess. Never mind. It's not tight. It just doesn't go down like at all. It'll go up about that much. You have a toe hinge. Really good toe hinge. And it has an ankle rocker. So, articulation wise, I was super duper surprised. I didn't expect it to be this good. There's a lot of, like, the torso, the head articulation, even the leg articulation. I'm surprised. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it is. Even the arm, the extra forearm swivel, it's going to be great for helping to pose him with his staff. The only problem with it, articulation wise, I would say, like, my biggest gripe is definitely the lack of a butterfly joint. I would have really liked that. Thought it would have helped a lot with the posing on the figure, especially with the staff that he comes with. But I mean, it's whatever. It'll work anyway. So, what else is there to look at here? Let's try him in some poses, and I will show you my final thoughts about this figure. Okay, so we're gonna try something new here. I'm gonna tell you my final thoughts while I'm posing it around. Okay, it'll be more authentic here. Okay, trust me. So, what pose do we want to get him here? Let's try posing him with the staff. So, final thoughts about this figure. For the price, super duper surprised about how good it was. Paint's pretty good, except for the fact of the different finishes on the... Okay, this is a problem here. Oh, wow, look at this. Okay, I want to show you guys this. It might be hard to see on camera. This peg, it almost... Yeah, okay. So, for example, the fist hand here, okay? You can see the peg hole and the peg are a decent size. They're going to fit together nicely, okay? And with... Yeah, okay. But if I were to take something like the gripping hand, you can almost see the peg hole is like smaller than the peg. So getting it on, I don't want to break anything. Yeah, it sucks breaking a wrist joint on a figure. But getting this on, yeah, that's like really scary to put on. I don't even want to keep it on there. Super duper tight fit. That's really scary. I do not like that at all. That's a problem with the figure. Okay. See, this is why this is new. Okay, so doing the final thoughts while posing actually helped. This hand, or I don't know if it's like that with all the hands, but definitely the gripping hand, like the peg hole it's not big enough, like at all. Definitely get some heat on there before you put it on, just to be sure you don't want to break this guy. Okay, let's try another hand because I'm kind of scared. I don't want to break anything here. Let's do the, sure. Is it like that with this one too? Oh my gosh, it is. That's not good. You can get it on. It's not too hard. It's just got to be careful with the hands here. Okay, let's put a blaster in his hand. I think this is how you do it. Hope it's how you do it. Okay, there we go. And then we can actually pose him around. So I want to see how easy it will be for him to stand on his own. Okay, stands on his own pretty well. It's nice. And I also want to test, I know this one is made for pegging into his leg, but maybe it would look fine if we just grab another one of these hands, put it on there. Again, being very careful. If it doesn't look too bad, I guess you could pose him like dual wielding. You know, it's probably not going to be too noticeable. If I were to put like that. Since like the pegs are like white on white, it's not too noticeable. Like I would pose them like this. It doesn't look too bad actually. So that's nice that you're able to actually use that if you really wanted to. And it would look fine. So, overall final thoughts, super duper happy with the figure. I feel like if you're gonna army build these for the cheap price, you definitely should, because it comes with not only a ton of accessories, but the figure itself is pretty great. No real gripes except for I would say the butterfly joint, but I mean he poses pretty well even without it. I bet like I'm probably gonna be able to get good. Yeah, his arms come like close enough together. It's not too bad. So that's actually really nice. So overall, I like the figure a lot actually. Oh, this I wanted to mention. It kind of sucks that this doesn't... Whoops. Okay. it kind of sucks that I know it's such a cheap figure, but it would be nice to include it. This doesn't come with any like electricity parts, because I saw the Mafex one did, and I understand this is like a much cheaper figure, but it just kind of been cool to see some. Still definitely looks really great, and you can definitely pose him without it, it's fine. Just would have been cool to see it. Definitely not a gripe or anything, it just would have been nice to have. But overall, the figure's great, especially for the price point. I would pick it up if you're a Star Wars fan or collect S.H. Figuarts at all. Definitely should pick it up if you don't have it already. Overall though, the figure's great. Out of 10, I would give it like a solid... I'll give it like an 8.5. Give it like an 8.5 out of 10. Only problem holding it back, lack of a butterfly joint, kind of the mix of the finishes, and some joints could have been a bit tighter, and the hand problem. But those are just small things. So overall, great figure. I definitely recommend picking it up. I got mine on Amazon for $35. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.